Ah, c'est toi et moi. C'est toi et moi. Ha. Écoute, c'est toi et moi. C'est toi et moi. Et si tu savais, tu saurais que tu ne sais pas. Et si tu savais, tu saurais que tu ne sais pas. Moi je ne sais pas, donc je ne prétends pas que je sais. Attends une seconde, moi c'est Moullah et je me présente d'abord. Toi c'est qui? Ah, écoute. Hey, c'est toi et moi. On est là dans cette chambre, on parle de quoi? Je ne sais pas, mais on parle de quoi? On parle de quoi et on parle de ça, yeah? Yeah, c'est Mr. Moullah. Je suis là et je fais ce que je veux. Y'en a rien à cirer de ce que tu penses. Ce beat il est bon, il est con. Et comme s'il est bon et con, moi je le prends, je le mange. Et puis je le mange, je l'avale. Je l'avale et je le digère. Attends. Well, hello. Welcome to Kings and Queens Talk Podcast. I am King MOULAH, your host. And to my left is Queen Aisha.
Hey.
I'm going to interview her later on another episode, but today she's just here to support my first episode, and she's going to sit in so that I don't do this by my lonely, you know. It's important to have people in your corner. And speaking of people, I have my boy Super behind the cameras, you know, helping me with the lighting and everything. Yep, that's right. So Superman's in the building. So I've been meaning Yep. So, yeah, this is my big cigar blunt. So anyways, I've been meaning to do this podcast for quite some time now. But I feel like today is just the perfect day to get it started. On Wednesday, I turned 43. It was my birthday. We turned up. Thank you. We turned up. We had a great time. I'm feeling wonderful. I think I'm feeling the height of my birthday. Today is October 15. It's what's that, Friday? Friday, October 15. Yeah. So, you know, we're turning up again tonight. And we're turning up again tomorrow. So I'm feeling on birthday mode. So I decided to give you my first episode. So welcome to Kings and Queens Talk Podcast. My name is King MOULAH, and I am from Mauritania. Mauritania is in West Africa. It's right next to Senegal and Morocco. I've been in America since 2001. It's been 20 years. I lived in New York City. I lived in Ohio, Cincinnati for a little bit. And then I moved out west. I lived in LA for maybe 5-6 months. And then now I'm in Las Vegas. It's been 4 years. And I'm loving it. You know, met some great people in Las Vegas, and life's just been wonderful. So I'm also a single father. I'm a father of two wonderful angels, Aisha and MUSSA. So Aisha is 15 and MUSSA just turned 12. And those two are my angels, my pride and my what? How do you say it again in America?
Pride and joy.
My pride and my joy. Here we go. So this podcast is a cultural podcast. Hopefully through my story, I'll get to share certain things about where I'm from and about my culture. And I'm also always learning from the American culture, the African American culture, and everything. I just learned how to say that pride and joy things. So I like to learn and I like to mix, and I feel like we learn through discussion. And I'm going to interview some people, some people that I feel like are doing something. We all have a story to tell, and I feel like everybody's story is worth telling. So I'm going to start with my own story and let you know a little bit about myself, and maybe I'll talk about a couple of things that are going on today, like the corona, the vaccine, jobs, and how to move on into the new world, because we are in a new world, since March 2020. I feel like we are a blessed generation because we get to witness a new beginning. Sometimes you don't realize when there is a new beginning until later, but this is a new beginning that started in 2020. Because 2020, the whole world stopped, and the whole world had to start again. We're dealing with mask mandates and not mask mandate, having to, we have families, half of it is vaccinated, half is not. We have different opinions about it. And even when you look at the media, you see some power struggle right now. Kyrie Irving in New York City is not vaccinated, but the New York State made a law that if you are not vaccinated, you cannot work. So right now, that's what's going on, and eventually it's going to trickle down to us. We all have to make a decision whether we need to get vaccinated or not. But it's a personal decision, and, you know, we feel like the more of us that gets vaccinated, the more of us get safe. Some people don't feel that way, and we have to respect all that. But it's important to do your research and be educated, no matter where you stand, no matter what you want to do. Like I was saying, it was my birthday on Wednesday. I turned 43, and I'm happy. And I wanted to talk about some of the presents that I've received on Wednesday. I had a cookout for my birthday. I chose to cook. I made some lamb, some jollof rice with fish, chebujan, we call it, from Senegal. I made some fatayas, and, you know, the people just enjoyed it. And then after that, we had a party at this place called Crave, and it was absolutely awesome. So today is Friday. I'm doing this podcast, and we are also going to go party tonight because, you know, I haven't celebrated my birthday like this in like 20 years since I turned 23.
I told you I need some of that blood, like just the energy.
The energy, huh? Yes, the energy. We're gonna talk about where the energy comes from, you know, and everything. So some of the presents I've received, like this was a beautiful present. It has my name on it, King MOULAH, engraved, and back here it says Kingdom Inc., of course, you know. So you got the King MOULAH, and, you know, like it's a cigar glass, but you know, this is what I do with my cigar glasses. I roll my blunts like cigars anyways. And, took a good sip of some Bissab. Bissab with a mint leaf. Bissab is this is not Bissab, this is Kenkeliba. Sorry, Kenkeliba is a tea that comes from West Africa. It's pretty good, tastes great, and it's healthy. It cleans your veins, pretty much. So, you know, that's what I'm going to put in here. I know it looks like whiskey, but it's Kenkeliba.
Kenkeliba.
So, this was given to me by Tiffany. She has great energy. You know, I meet great people all the time, and you know, this was a very thoughtful gift. So I wanted to thank her, and you know, thank you into my life. We're gonna be friends for a long time. All right, and then my next gift. But this was not a gift. This is just like the wise old man who be giving me advice from time to time. Okay, you see, he got his pipe. I know what's in there. So anyways, it brings me to my next gift. Look at this beautiful crown. Pick it up. It's a beautiful crown. It's glass. This says sensitive information. I ain't even open it up yet because, you know, I wanted to open it up on camera and see what he says. This was given to me by the lovely queen that's sitting right to my left, Aisha. She is a great artist, a designer. Look at this beautiful hoodie she's wearing. She made it. This is her brand. And when I interview her, we'll talk more about that. But, you know, just to give you a glimpse.
Yep.
Yes. So look at this beautiful. I like this already. I don't know what I'm going to put in there, but, you know, it's like it's going to be somewhere I'm going to see it all the time. You know,
it's one of those little things you just like.
It's part of the podcast set. If you check my background, you'll see a few things. You know, it's going to be part of the podcast set. So I feel like a king getting, you know, some sensitive information, a message from Queen. You know, it's like when King Solomon, you know, wanted again? The Queen of Sheba. You know, he went and he wanted to impress her. He was the only prophet who had dominion over the jinns. The jinns is another entity. If you know, you know. If you don't, go do your research. It's spelled Jinn. It's another entity that God have created. The Western civilization refer to them as ghosts, spirits, but jinns is a whole other being. They have free will and they have a life as well. And every human should know about them. So Solomon had dominion over the jinns, and he wanted to impress the Queen of Sheba. So he had her summoned, but before she got to him, she wanted to have one of the jinns go get her throne and it weighs a lot. So he was able to get it in a blink of an eye from her kingdom to his kingdom, and then he had a castle made out of glass. When you walk, you think you're walking on water, but it's glass, it's on top. So back then they haven't seen see-through like that. They haven't seen glass yet. And he ended up marrying her. But that was just a side note. So, oh yeah, to the King MOULAH. Look at this. I'm going to read it and I'm going to show you what's in there. There are probably 100 things I could tell you thank you for. However, there's only one that matters the most. Thank you for always keeping it 100% real. I know it's not much, but if you never need it, here's $100 on me for you to. If you ever need it, here's $100 on me for you to enjoy 100 ways. In case of emergency, break glass. Happy birthday. Wishing you 100 plus more joyful, healthy, fabulous birthdays to come. From always Queen Aisha. And look at that. Look at that. Can you see that? There's $100 bill in there just in case of emergency. See, this is what friends do for friends. It's great to have great friends. This is, I'm going to have to put this somewhere too, I'm going to put it somewhere with the $100 bill in case of emergency. All of my friends, don't come here and break the glass. Your emergency is not for this, okay?
You silly.
Thank you. It's absolutely lovely.
I'll be so flamboyant. I'm like, I can't just give you $100. Like, here
This is coming from a very sensitive place. I appreciate it. And, yes. So this is a great gift that I will always cherish. I'll try not to have emergencies and break the glass because, hopefully that $100 can stay there for another 100 years because that's going to be a sign of prosperity. Thank you very much for the gift. And which brings me to my last gift. I don't know if you can see this clearly, but this is a structure that is in West Africa, in my country. In Mauritania. Like I said, go Google Mauritania if you don't know nothing about Mauritania. It's spelled Mauritania. Mauritania. So this is called the Eye of Africa. Okay? It was discovered in 2008 and it's in the desert of the Sahara in Mauritania. I plan on going there when I go back home, but someone gave me this gift. It came from Selena. This is my latest friend. I met her about a month ago in Cincinnati, and the energy been great friend, and she gave me this as a birthday present. I'm gonna hang it in my living room, and whenever new people come into my life, I'll stand there and let them know all about the Eye of Africa. If you don't know about it, go Google it, look it up. The Eye of Africa is great. It's some people, there's a conspiracy theories that it could be the side of Atlantis. We don't know, but anyways, I guess because of the winds and erosion now, these things just showed up. Oh yeah, and I still have my balloons, my birthday balloons. I'm telling you, I'm feeling birthday right now. So this is a gift I'm always going to cherish as well. And yeah, it's the Eye of Africa, and I love it. It's actually in my country. Yes.
Super beautiful.
So yeah, those were the gifts I wanted to talk about, and just get this on a light note. It's my birthday. I'm King MOULAH, and Kings and Queens Talk Podcast. Kings and Queens Talk Podcast. All right? We're going to have interesting people. We're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about, your story. You're going to come here, you're going to tell me your story, and we're going to learn something from your story. All right? I am from West Africa. If anything, maybe you've learned something about Mauritania or the Eye of Africa, or that, we kings and queens. I don't know what you're going to get from this clip, but this was just an introduction to this podcast that is going to be a great journey. So go ahead and subscribe to this channel right now, because it's going to be more to come. Every week I'm going to drop some and embark on this journey with me. There's a lot to talk about, a lot to learn, a lot to discover. I don't want to give you my whole story in one episode. This is just a glimpse of what's to come. And I came here in 2001 in America when I was 23 years old. I lived in New York City for 7 years. I lived in Cincinnati, Ohio for about 8. I've been here for 4 years. When I say here, I'm in Las Vegas. And I want to go back and tell you my journey about how I got from Africa to here, why am I here, and, like pretty much my story and how I ended up here today. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Queen Aisha, for sitting in with me.
And thank you.
Thank you, Super, my producer. And thank you, guys. Subscribe and, let's go. Let's get this going. Thank you.
C'est toi et moi. C'est toi et moi.